Yeah, but you weren't there, so how?
So what's your point?
You're gonna accept the $50 or you're gonna contribute it back to the council?
Do you need the answer right now, or?
He asked you a question.
He asked you the question, Don.
And I asked him if he needed an answer right now.
And he said yes.
Don, do you have anything more?
Yes. Do you want to set something up or with NRCS for contact people at this point in time?
Yes, you should. I was gonna bring that up next. You have no idea. Okay. Fred said he'd agree to be an on-site person, and also Laura, and the attorney, and you.
The attorney would just be for legal,
to make,
not on
yeah,
site.
the attorney's gonna make sure it's illegal. Okay. We gotta have a motion.
Should only authorize Fred, Laura, and Darrell to be the contact persons regarding FEMA, FEMA, and NCRS.
Yeah, yourself.
Yeah, now I would be involved strictly as legal
Yeah.
to overview and on an as-needed basis. But if we can utilize the borough officials rather than solicitor and save the borough some money, that's fine. So if they contact me, okay, but otherwise it would be Darrell, Fred, and Laura as the only individuals that would be authorized to speak for the borough with regard to FEMA, FEMA, and NCRS.
NRCS, yeah.
So Ron, are you saying that I would have no rights to contact any of these people to get any?
Not as a borough official, that's correct.
Pardon?
Not as a borough official. We need to have a coordinated effort through selected individuals.
So that, you're telling us then that those three individuals can then take in all information, contact these officials, and bring to the council their version of what they want this council to hear, and that no other councilman or the mayor can challenge it or get the information to see if it's correct. What you're doing is tying the hands of the borough council, the mayor, and anybody else.
There's been too much counterproductive.
Well, it's not going to do with counterproductive. What you're doing is you're eliminating the passing of public information.
You're working by committees, which
It's
is
a
customarily
public
done in any
information,
governmental
and it's
agency.
entitled to the public.
This is my recommendation. Borough Council will take whatever
Recommendation or not. If you make that ruling, you're going against public information.
You are not.
Ron, one thing
Almost
I
certainly
have,
are.
one thing I have problem with that is like when I got on the mayor, I had no information what was going on. And this council didn't give me no information. I asked why we weren't, why the money was being obligated and what was really going on. Finally, after talking to John Four, in this past month, I ended up getting the letter why it was de-obligated, and it was September letter. So I could see where what Lou's saying, that we're going to get held in the dark because we're just not going to get the proper information. This information was held. This should have been. This letter should have been brought out to a public meeting.
Jack,
This was public knowledge, Ron.
it's public knowledge, right?
And it should have been brought out to a public meeting.
This committee will bring that information to the council.
Well, let's
The
just go back and
public
address
can be
this.
there.
They,
We can
in the past,
show
they have not
where
brought
in
the
the past
information in.
You guys are just burying.
Jack, you can contact the other members to get information
That's
and work
correct.
through them as a conduit.
Contact the other members?
Yeah,
Fred,
that's right.
Laura,
That's right.
Yeah.
give right.
And Darrell.
I doubt that very much.
Well, you can.
Why not? I never said you couldn't contact.
I'm not undermining this,
But I'm
but I
not
want to
gonna
know
get
the truth.
information.
Okay, all right.
This comes up the truth, and I don't want to have to retain my own legal counsel because
We
it
need a
costs more
motion.
money.
This is my
We need a
recommendation.
motion.
Whatever
Well,
you
we're
want,
going to have to go
Councilman.
above your recommendation.
Kirk, I'd like to make a motion that Laura, Travis, Darrell Haynes, and Fred Rowan can contact NRCS, PEMA, and FEMA, act as
Committee.
a committee to bring any issues from those three departments to the Borough Council with anything that needs to be voted on or discussed of, pertinent matter to be brought in writing, that it can be discussed at the table before voting on it, so that, there's no hiding anything. They've got the information, they bring it to us, we discuss it, and then we vote on it appropriately, and that's it.
Why don't you put Lou on there?
Motion.
Yeah. Right.
We're trying to eliminate
Well,
a lot of
I know, but he
too
has
many people at
questions.
once.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
he has
Everybody has a different
questions, though.
idea.
He has legal
I'm not going to
questions.
discuss it. The motion's on the table.
See, they don't wanna
Okay.
hear it.
No, they don't want to hear it.
I second.
Why can't I be on that
Yes,
committee rather than Fred?
We discussed this in executive session.
a second, Kurt. Yes.
I don't think you should be
Second.
revealing what we.
All in favor?
executive session?
A committee was discussed in
All in
executive
favor?
session. Surprises you? Stop kicking the camera, Darrell, please.
Excuse me.
Opposed?
So Ron, let me ask you this
1, 2,
publicly.
3, 4 in favor.
As mayor, do I have
Opposed or
rights?
abstaining?
I'm
You
opposed
counter in this
because I
stuff,
feel
or
this is
do I
an
have to?
illegal
Do I not?
motion that cannot be made by Bouger or this council.
I'm not
to
making any
deny
motion.
me public information from these officials.
I
It's
only
a
make
committee that was
recommendations.
appointed.
What I'm
Them to
saying
gather
is,
information, if they
is
need
it legal
legal
for me
advice, they can contact.
you have contact with these people or not?
You should not contact them as a borough official, nor should any other borough official contact them.
That was your
On the reason,
recommendation.
just because they just made this
And
motion?
because they made the
Because we
motion,
need
I do not have to abide by that
Concentrated
motion.
effort that represents the collective view, that can talk to these people and get information in writing to be brought back to council, to be acted on by council as a whole.
Mr.
That was the
Boucher,
motions I was.
your recommendation is flawed. It cannot be given. They can't make that motion, and I will petition the courts to stop it.
Go ahead.
You bet you.
Okay, auditor, anything from the auditors?